Good morning everyone, welcome back to the Hearthstone ladder. My name is Rooster and this is Yogg-Saron Lock and Load Hunter. So this deck has received a nice little, well, perhaps not an upgrade, we'll have to find out about that, but a nice little interesting variation in Cloaked Huntress, which is quite a nice card. And we'll have to find out whether it's worth running in the first place, and whether it's better than the alternative of running King's Elec and as such. We'll have to see. I think it's worth keeping in your opening hand, so yeah, we'll definitely take a look. And combining it with Freezing Trap on turn 3 is rather effective. I'm not sure it's the right thing we want to do right away, but I can definitely see tracking here, first of all. Do we wish to take a lock and load? We do wish to take a lock and load, right? We are dumping a secret for it, but yeah, that should be nice enough. We have a quick shot for removal, so we should be able to survive until turn 5, and then perhaps draw some cards, hopefully, of course. If we can get some more secrets, that would be really nice. But let's just focus on hero powering at first. Definitely don't want to run out the secret right now, if I can get some free hero powers in first. And we'll see what kind of deck we are up against. Coining out a 3-mana minion Fierce Monkey, okay. So we might be up against some kind of taunt. I would like to get a Freezing Trap out here. Maybe taking the lock and load there was too greedy, but we can survive for a little bit longer, I think. We don't have any other secrets, so I'm basically just holding the Huntress for just one card, which is not very good. I'm actually thinking we might just go with the Hunter, with the Huntress right now. And just get the trap out there. It's going to be pretty good tempo still, even if we're not drawing a free card here. The lock and load will serve us well in the late game, I think. So attacking here, getting the monkey bounce, that's pretty good, because he coined out the monkey, so he can... he could play another, but... Ravaging Ghoul is fine with me here. We can still quick shot that, or just use the bow. Well, the bow is a little more flexible. It does not allow us to hero power, but I do like it in this situation, because it does still force him to deal with the Huntress, and I think he would have... Oh, he couldn't Fiery War Exit, of course, because he didn't have the mana for that, but yeah, he did coin out a monkey, and then he could still have an X. Okay, so it's Dragon Warrior with some additional taunts. That's curious. That is actually curious. So we could Explosive Trap. We could actually still lock and load here, which is not awful. I kind of like that idea. Sure. Let's just see whether we can draw any cards here. Another Unleash, that's a little weak. I think we're just quick-shotting this in the hopes of getting some other secrets. That's not a secret, but we will kill this and save the Huntress for now. Because he doesn't seem like he has a good way to get rid of it, and he'll have to play around the secret we've got here, so that's good. Even though the Explosive Trap, of course, is not very effective right now, we might be able to make use of it still, so that's good. Let's see, on the hunt, not really something we want right now. Basically, nothing in our hand is something we want. That is actually quite awkward. Got the Explosive Trap, he'll likely trade, and that gives us a decent on the hunt for next turn. There's really nothing we want to do right now. So let's just keep attacking face and see what happens. Scavenging Hyena is actually not terrible in combination with Unleash the Hounds, assuming the warrior gets to build a board here. That's a pretty decent slap. That is actually pretty decent. We do get to power shot the Azure Drake, so that's pretty good. Let's see what else comes out. That one's charging. Ooh, another one. Well, at least we get a decent Unleash, so that's good. Unleash and Power Shot and Hyena, don't got the mana for that, but Hyena, Unleash... We may just have to Unleash and Power Shot, actually. Don't love it, but It'll leave us with some minions on the board still, and that's okay. I definitely want to power shot because we're not getting another opportunity like this. I think. Oh, I definitely want to unleash first. Whoops. Yeah, that has to happen. And I don't think we want to on the hunt right now, even though it would make kind of sense, but then again it wouldn't. It actually does leave us with a minion, with an extra minion on the field. Might provoke an extra ghoul, but that's okay. If he plays a ghoul here, then I'm actually fine with it. We're rather low actually. Our health total is dwindling, but that's two Electrosis champions in one turn, of course, so can't be too surprised about that. Berserker is a little awkward right now, especially with what we have right here. We can actually call the Wild Dead down, should we? I kind of want to Hyena, but that is not going to work for us. If we add a companion into a Leok, that would basically give us the same thing, but I kind of don't want to take that risk. There would be some unfortunate situations which don't give us a lot of great options. So I guess we just call the wild here. We make our trades and be happy with it. Do we trade the... It doesn't really matter. We're always trading here. And it doesn't really matter in what order. We could actually consider leaving the Frothing Berserker alive, but that's a real risk. How low would we bring the warrior? We could trade this and then bring him down to 9. We could trade this and then trade hit face for 5, bring him down to 8. I kind of like that idea, although it's really risky. I'm getting rid of the chaff here. Yeah, you know, live a little. Live a little. This is really dangerous, and you shouldn't try this at home, by the way. Alright. Let's see. This could lead to some unfortunate situations, but we got away with it this time. Alright, that Ragnaros is kind of a problem. Please don't hit my face. Okay, well, that's kind of okay. That is actually kind of okay. Do we kill him here? Wait. We've got 2 and 2, that's 4, that's a kill. Alright. Unleash the Hound. There we go. Alright, that wasn't half bad. I don't mind that. Alright. And we did our dailies for today, so that's good. In some amount of news, by the way, it seems that a bug was introduced that prevented you from getting any 50 or 60 gold quests, except for the Tavern Brawl one, for about a week since the release of Karazhan. So in case you were wondering about your streak of bad luck with quests, it's not just you, it's basically everyone. But it should have been fixed by today, so... I have been having a lot of 40 gold quests for the past few days. Do we keep the Huntress here? We've got a pretty decent curve going here, so I kind of like just throwing away one Huntress and then seeing where we end up. It is quite possible that we're not running enough secrets for a build like this, but I'm kind of hesitant about including more, because Hunter secrets are kind of situational. And most of them are not that hard to actually check for, which is also kind of a problem. Of course, the new cat trick might throw a range, but we'll have to see. Do I want to develop a freezing trap here? I kind of do. We don't have... I could also just quickshot it and... Yeah, I should probably just quickshot it. If I get that freezing trap, it will still bite me at some later point, I think. And we can still do the Cloaked Huntress plus freezing trap later, so that'll be fine. Or just Animal Companion here, actually. Yeah, we might get some better tempo with the Cloaked Huntress still. And if she's not developing any minions, then it's actually surprisingly okay right now. We might still draw a Lock and Load, actually. Okay, so killing that with a Frostbolt, I assume. Arcane Blast even, okay. Well, that's okay with me. It means she's not actually wasting any mana. Do we want to power shot this? I think we want to power shot this. I'm perfectly fine with that. Do I wish to use a coin? I don't wish to use a coin. I actually should have thought about using the coin with lock and load last game. Did I forget about that? I'll hold out for a lock and load for now. We're not in too much of a hurry. Even though we're not really putting on any pressure, so that's kind of a problem. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Call the Wild is still a pretty good card, so I'm not incredibly worried. We'll draw into it eventually. Oh, well, speak of the devil. Do we wish to deadly shot this? We could also actually Huntress and Freezing Trap here, which is not awful, but does give her an additional card. She's spending 5 mana to draw a card though, so I'm actually probably okay with doing that. And it's going to be one of the better targets, I believe. Would I coin something out? No, I wouldn't. But that's a waste. I can just hero power though, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm actually okay with this. I don't wanna slow roll the deadly shot here. So this is decent tempo. We're not drawing into a lock and load anytime soon, so it's hard to get the value out of that. So that one attacks. She's free to play that again. It will be really late. Oh, that is a pretty good card though. That is not a really good. That is not a pretty good card to get from that. So I'm pretty happy here. Let's see, Animal Companion and then Deadly Shot most likely. That is that sounds like a good plan. I'm liking it. I don't mind Deadly Shotting this one because it'll take a lot to get rid of that one. Perhaps just a Hunter's Mark, but that's okay. We've got a Hunter's Mark plus on the hunt for something annoying, so that's good. The Mage has a secret. Oh my. Let's coin to check for counterspell, shall we? Okay, well it's not a counterspell, so that much we know. Do we wish to still call the Wild here? I'm kind of afraid of Flame Strike, to be honest. So maybe I don't. I could actually just Hunter's Mark and on the hunt. That seems really weak. I don't know. This is kind of a rough decision. We can quick shot next turn though, and I don't mind being frozen here, so I guess I'm actually okay with just using... I shouldn't have attacked first if I was planning on using the Cold Wild though. Does that make a difference? In that case, I think I'm fine with just checking for Flame Strike here. So let's be a little cautious. I know this is probably wrong, but I feel kind of bad about using Call the Wild and missing out on the damage, as well as she might still Flame Strike this if she has it. I think she would. It is reasonably likely she actually would. And we get a decent deal here still. So sure. I actually get to attack for a whole bunch here. We're still up to 40, 30. It's not 40. You wish. But even if she Flame Strikes here, we could have a kill with the Hero Power and Quick Shot, unless that's an Ice Block. I really don't expect that to be an Ice Block. We could actually be facing a Reno deck, I just realized. But we don't. Alright, so that's good. I was a little bit worried there. I was a little worried, but it all turned out to be okay, so got away with it there. That turned out to be a pretty good game, after all. Did not have a Flame Strike, even Flame Strike wouldn't have saved her there. So I guess it's actually still reasonable. If we missed out on 2 damage there, she would have been down to 13. We still couldn't have broken an Ice Block this turn, so that's still fine. Alright, another Mage. Interesting. Let's see what we've got. I think we always keep Eaglehorn Bow. I don't like keeping Bear Trap though. Against the Mage, though, it's actually not awful. Because the bear can kill a mana worm. I'm not convinced, I'm not convinced. The Eagle Hornbow will deal with it with any early minions, and I think we want a mulligan for more important cards like Huntress, like Quick Shot. Cards with more immediate impact. This hand is quite awful, though. The second Eagle Hornbow is perhaps the last card I wanted to see there. But we'll see what we're up against. Is this the same guy, by the way? I kind of want to check right now. This is not the same guy. Okay, that's good. I actually don't know whether that's good, but I'm happy to have the bow here at the very least, because that has to die. There we go. And we'll see, well, we are up against Tempo Mage, and her hero powering on turn 3 is pretty good news for us, I think. Do we want a Huntress and Freezing Trap here? I actually like developing the trap since we have a bow up, so that's kinda good. I think it's good enough. You should just take your little victories while you have them, right? This does develop that, allows us to get an extra bow in next turn. I think I like it. I think I like it enough. We could actually attack face here and then develop the next bow next turn. That wouldn't be awful. If I was going all in on the face plan, then that could definitely be an option. But I'm kind of forcing her to use a Frostbolt here, so that's kind of good. So pings it first, checks for Dart Trap. I guess that's reasonable. I'm not sure what she would play here, to be honest. She still has the coin. Well, okay. I guess I'll develop the second bow then. I don't mind going face here. And the second bow is a little more flexible because it has the extra durability here. So sure, we're putting on some pressure. And she doesn't have a Frostbolt, or she would have used it last turn, I think. So that's really good for us. What are we up against now? Because she's taking it really slowly for now. We might still face... I don't mind freezing that thing. Don't mind that too much. We could Deadly Shot it though. Would we Deadly Shot that? I guess we actually could, but I don't mind her triggering it anyway. We always hero power this turn. I'm pretty sure we always go face here. I think we can just go with the face plan here. I'm actually fine with that. If this gets frozen, then I'm okay with it. Because I get an extra bow charge. She kind of doesn't want to attack here, to be honest. I'm pretty sure the correct route here would be to not attack. And I'm pretty sure she realizes. Okay. So we could double Deadly Shot. Would that be awful? She's attacking with the Crusader first. And I kind of don't want to attack him until she triggers the trap, right? Yeah, it kind of ruins my tempo, but... so if we Deadly Shot here... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm always using a Deadly Shot, right? So that's not even bad. That is not even bad, to be honest. I kind of want the hero power. If I attack face here, she's down to 10, but that still doesn't let me kill her next turn. I could on the hunt here. What good does that do? Doesn't really do anything. I can attack face next turn. We've got 5 damage in Call the Wild. I think I'm fine with this situation, sure. If she plays something big, then I can still Deadly Shot another one. I was thinking about using another Deadly Shot here. But this seems fine. So Azure Drake attacks face, then she might have some spells to try and finish me off quickly. And there comes the Frostbolt. Okay, so that's an interesting plan, by the way. She's held that Frostbolt for quite a while. That's pretty brave. So I could easily die pretty soon. I can withhold 1 attack at least. So how about... I can't set up lethal for next turn, unfortunately. That's kind of bad. We could kill both minions, I guess, with the Hunter's Mark and on the hunt. Would that be okay? I guess it would. If I hit the Azure Drake, then I'm actually fine. The Azure Drake kinda has to die, though. Although I could just Freezing Trap, then I die to... do I die... If I Freezing Trap here, do I die to Fireball plus Frostbolt would deal lethal? Okay. Do I want to play around that? I kinda do. Yeah, I kinda do want to play around that. So let's develop this, let's Hero Power, and let's not Freezing Trap for now. I kinda want to, but I think that's a bad idea. So that was a Torch and a Frostbolt. She still has 2 Fireballs in her deck. That's kinda worrisome. I really needed that 3 damage to get in last turn, so that's a pretty good Frostbolt. But I'm really curious about why she'd save that for the Cloaked Huntress. Because I think the Frostbolt was in her hand. That's really odd. Okay, so we've got 7 damage. We've got 8 damage coming up next turn. Can she kill me in 2 turns? She most likely can. So I'm thinking Cold Wild always comes up for next turn, right? So Fireball Face, and she's got lethal in pretty much all situations for next turn. Can I do anything to prevent that? Not really. Well, let's just pray and hope for the best. I think I'm dead. And that Frostbolt did save her life. So that was a really good Frostbolt, but I don't know. That seemed really curious if she did have that. If she did help that Frostbolt while I had the Huntress on the board. All right, well, that was a game well played, but I think with playing a little differently, we could have won that one. I'm a little confused. At any rate, yeah, Tempo Mage can be a hard matchup. I thought we had that game in the bag, but that's a lot of burn damage aimed from my face. That's curious. Alright, let's see what else we can find here. I was kinda hoping for the easy pickings there, but sadly that was not meant to happen. Alright, against the Shaman. I'm pretty sure we don't need... Oh, I actually might keep the Hunter's Mark if we can combine it with a Lock and Load. This hand doesn't seem awful. Let's see. If he turn 4 7/7s, then we have 4 mana the turn after. We can Lock and Load Hunter's Mark on the Hunt. That's not awful, and we can quick shot something else. This seems like a really sketchy hand, but it does kinda... Well, it matches up with the 4 mana 7/7 and not much else, to be honest. I kinda like keeping this. I could be really wrong about this, but it does give me a decent plan, I guess. There's a number of cheap spells here. So let's leave that Trog alone for now, and then probably quick shot it next turn. See how this turns out. We might just actually Hunter's Mark plus on the Hunt a Totem Golem. That's still not awful. We can even do that next turn, actually. I'm liking where this is going. Let's see what we can do. Totem Golem attacks face, of course. Second Totem Golem would be kinda bad. Okay, that's pretty good for us, I think. So do we kill that right now? I think we do. Seems pretty reasonable, right? We can Lock and Load, trade the coin for a card, and then on the Hunt, Hunter's Mark. That gives us a decent number of options, I think. And it removes some pressure off the board. I think I like it. I kinda don't like using the Hunter's Mark here. That's my only concern, because if he does... Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have. I probably shouldn't have. I'm regretting my decision right now. Because he's gonna have a 4 mana 7/7 here, and I'm going to feel sorry for myself. I knew it! I knew it! Okay, but at least we can... Oh, we don't have any traps. That's not a bad card. That is not a bad card. Okay, we can still deal with this. We're taking 177 to the face. That's okay. It's kind of okay, right? So bear trap helps. It's not the perfect trap, but it's okay. If this were a freezing, he would be screwed. He would be royally screwed. Alright, Feral Spirits. We've got a decent power shot against that, at least. Oh, and he's passing, so that's good. Oh, and now we actually do have the freezing trap. That's pretty great. So, do we power shot this? I'm pretty sure we power shot this, right? We don't have a beast. That's kind of a problem with all these cards here. But I kind of like getting rid of all of this. So I guess I'll trade in the Brave Huntress. Doesn't really matter in what order I did that, right? So I'll power shot, I'll trade the Huntress, develop the freezing trap, and hero power. There we go. Alright, so getting the freezing trap here was pretty sweet. Because now he still can't attack with that. Unless he's changing his plan from last turn, but... I don't really see why he would. Well, I could be wrong. He's attacking that one, okay. Interesting thought. Alright, so he totems, and totems again, and passes the turn, I guess. Alright. So what can we do here? We have a beast, so that's good. Let's see what kind of beast we get. Hey, that's pretty okay with me. Let me think. Do I want to Stable Master this turn? Well, Misha's gonna die. Ah, but he would have to attack with the Totem Golem first, so that's still pretty good for us, right? Because this runs into the Misha, and then we're still in a pretty good spot. So I guess I'll actually Stable Master here just to get an extra minion out on the board. I think I like that. Do I kill the Totem? Yeah, because I'm not killing him anytime soon, so that's good. Sure. I still have the Bear Trap, so if he starts going face with something... Oh my. Actually bounces the Faceless. Okay, that's good. That is actually really good for us. So now the Totem Golem goes for the Huntress. That's good. I'm liking where this is going. That's a pretty good situation for us. Okay, 7 mana next turn. The Ram Wrangler looks mightily awkward though. I'll have to admit. So we might still be in trouble here, but ooh, that's not a bad card to draw now. I'm liking where this goes. Sure. So let's play that. This is going to die regardless, right? So do I want to kill anything in particular? You might trade both of those into the... Yeah, I'll kill the Spell Power Totem. That's worth 4 damage, I think. Now we've got a pretty good next turn coming up still. There's actually a decent chance that that one of the beasts from Cold Wild will survive. It's a little slimmer right now because of the double lava burst. Ooh, we actually do have a beast. Imagine.
Did you bring some
Okay, Totemic. So we could actually run Wrangler here instead of Cold Wild. That's not too awful, actually. Because we do have a beast, but we could also just... the 3 attack is a little nasty. I guess I'll just hit him in the face for a bunch. Maybe kill the totem, actually. I'm not too worried about the healing totem, actually. It'll just heal this up to 3. I think I'm actually okay with that. Developing the Ramblinger, the bonus beast, and the Cloaked Huntress. How does that do against his board? I would actually have the same amount of minions, and I could still call the wild next turn. I don't hate it. Let's get a random beast out. Yay! Just the beast I needed. So how awful is this? That's pretty awful, I will admit. Do we kill the totem here? I kind of want to hit the totem, but... Yeah, it's still worth not hitting him for 4, I guess. I shouldn't have gone for the Ram Wrangler. I was really holding out for something better than this, but I shouldn't. I should know better. I should know better than this. Oh, Doomhammer, hello. He's taking some damage, but I suppose he can. The Misha's going to be pretty good next turn, so there's something. Coldwell can still bail me out here. I think the time for trading has passed, though. Ooh, quick shot seems nice, though. We can still do that next turn in most situations and actually get something useful out of it. Yeah, I think the time to trade has passed. He can Flame Tongue all he wants with just one minion on the field. I don't mind that too much. So Lightning Bolt that one. It's Aggro Shaman. I've got a Call the Wild and he's already used 2 Lava Bursts. I'm not incredibly worried here. That's a 6 mana 7/7, right? Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty sweet. Alright. Alright. I like that game. I'm not convinced by the run anywhere, but we dealt with that pretty nicely. That was a pretty sweet freezing trap. I will admit I got a little lucky with the freezing trap, of course, but sure, I'll take a small victory any time of the day. Okay, let's give it a few more games. 1 or 2. No, depends on the next game at least. But games are going rather quickly actually. I was really thinking this to be a really slow deck, but we've already played 4. 4, right? Yeah. And another Shaman, okay. Yeah, that mulligan turned out to be a lot better than expected. That's actually really nice, okay. So what do we keep against a Shaman? I don't keep a Hunter's Mark if I have no way to actually deal with a minion without hitting it with my face, so... that's a given. Do I keep the Animal Companion? I think I actually keep both of these. It's a turn 3 and a turn 4, but the best thing I'm hoping for here is either a Freezing Trap or a Quick Shot, and I think I'm actually fine with both of these cards, so it's okay. Explosive Trap is not awful. Only 2 damage, but we can still do some meaningful things here, so that's okay. Can still be pretty good, along with Hunter's Mark at least. Okay, so that's a little awkward, I guess. We'll deal with it. We'll see how we deal with that. That is a little annoying, I will admit.
The light protects.
Even if we get an Unleash, it's still not going to be great. Well, I guess Unleash is actually reasonable here. Or perhaps... I prefer Explosive Trap right now. Could I wait for the Eagle Horn Bow? I really shouldn't. If I Unleash here, I can just kill all but 1 minion. Is that fine? It's actually going to be a decent Unleash. What do I do next turn in that case? In that case, I could actually Hunter's Mark Explosive Trap. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Explosive Trap doesn't actually deal with the minions properly, so I think I'm okay with this. I could be greedy and just hit the Divine Shields, but that would be bad against Flame Tongue. If he Flame Tongues, I'm actually fine with it. Okay, this is signaling an Explosive Trap in my hand, but I'm actually okay with that. So Flame Tongue would deal some damage, I guess. So that is not a Flame Tongue. Okay, that's good. That is actually a really good Explosive Trap here, so... I'm pretty satisfied with this situation. Hoping for something to play along with the Explosive Trap here. That could work, I guess, but yeah, I really shouldn't be greedy in this situation. So just Hero Power, be happy. I'm entirely okay with this. What do I do next turn? Probably just Animal Companion and... well, of course it depends on what he does. That should always be on my mind. Soltrog. Okay, well I guess I Eagle Horn Bow in that case. Unless we have a Taunt Totem. Which we don't, that's good. Alright, feeling pretty good about this so far. Don't really have an idea whether whether we're facing midrange or aggro, but we'll find out soon enough.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's
Well, that answers that. Okay, Flame Tongue incoming. That's still 7 damage. That's kind of nasty. Alright, well, I guess we kill the Flame Tongue. Do we use a quick shot to kill the 1/1? We really don't want to, right? I kind of want to Emperor here, but that still leaves most of his minions up. I actually don't hate it. I actually don't hate it. Because the Animal Companion... What does the Animal Companion do? If it's Leokk, it does nothing. If it's Huffer, it kind of does nothing. Yeah, I'm okay with Emperor here. I'll just kill the Flame Tongue Totem and hope I don't do too much damage next turn. We need to grab some tempo back and perhaps just rely on Yogg to bail us out. That might just have to be the plan. But he'll be kind of scared of this, I think, so we might just Lava Burst it, or... well, we'll find out. So he did have the Flame Tongue Totem, actually. Interesting. So Lava Burst step 1, or Lava Burst my face. Still pretty happy with that situation, sure. Totem again. That seems really slow. He's gotta have some things from below in his hand, right? Okay, let's see what we've got. I should definitely play that. Yeah, that basically does nothing on this board. So, I'm thinking we just bow and bear trap. And face? We probably face. Yeah, sure. We gotta kill him someday, so might as well, right? Might as well.
I hunt alone.
The Leokk seems mightily awkward, but we'll find some use for him. Don't you worry, Leokk. I have faith in you. Alright. Bear trap. Well, at least it eats a Flame Tongue. Ooh. Okay, I'm still dealing 4 damage to his face, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I get to trade into some minions next turn. I might just die next turn, though. That's kind of a concern. There's not much I can do about that. We have 5, we have 7, we have 10 damage. We have 10 damage right now. That doesn't really help. So I guess we're holding out for Yogg and hope he doesn't kill us next turn. Ah, fat chance of that happening. Do we just play as many spells as possible? I think we do. Sure. Do we even play the Hunt? No, we can play the Hunter's Mark next turn. That's actually fine, right? So do we kill everything? I think we can leave the Healing Totem alone. Then second Flame Tongue still deals 2 damage. Maybe I can't afford that. Well, if I'm going to kill that, then I might as well do it this way, right? So we destroy a random minion, we quick shot the other one, and we attack face. And hope we live. That's the best we can do. Just Rock Biter doesn't kill us, so he would need an additional Lightning Bolt or something. Pretty likely that he has it, but... yeah, there's a Rock Biter, there's a Lightning Bolt, alright. Well, that was pretty much gonna happen. But next turn Yogg might have bailed us out. It might have worked. So not really much you can do about that. Aggro Shaman actually seems like a really bad matchup, unless you get a really good freezing trap like we did last game. So, yeah, we're actually fine with losing this one. But, of course, losing always sucks, but Aggro Shaman seems rough. Seems really rough to this deck. And that's kind of the problem with the deck too. Hunter is supposed to be really good against Warrior, and it all depends on what you're actually facing on the ladder, of course, but it really sacrifices the Warrior matchup. It's not that great anymore. And it's what matchup is it improving upon? I really don't know. It's better against Zoo, I guess. It's better against perhaps Aggro Paladin, Secret Paladin, perhaps. So that could work, but I don't really see much of a reason to play this over Midrange Hunter, unfortunately. Aside from it just being a fun deck to play, which is good enough. It is definitely good enough. Do we keep both freezing traps against the Hunter? I don't think so. I don't think I want a power shot either, but I could be wrong about that. It's actually not bad. Oh, we could be onto something here. All right. I don't mind coining this out right now. I definitely don't mind coining this out next turn.
Greetings, traveler.
That seems like a pretty good Cloaked Huntress.
Greetings, traveler.
It bounces to Toad. Is that good enough? Or do we... Oh, we've got 3. We have to, right? We can't wait for a lock and load. No, we can't wait for a lock and load. This is pretty nuts. So I'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get. This seems like some pretty good tempo. I'm kind of puzzled by her calling the horse Midnight. It's the same horse that you encounter in Karazhan, of course. But, well, I'm remembering Achuman a little differently. Okay, so we've got a snipe on this one, alright. Then we can develop another snipe on the next minion he plays. Meanwhile, just develop another Huntress? Yeah, why not? Why not? That seems fine.
Such easy sport.
I'm pretty sure Achuman wasn't a Night Elf. Okay, so snipe that one. That was a 4 mana huge toad he played there. Alright, we've got some tempo. We're kinda out of cards, but we can just quick shot. Ah, we cannot quick shot face right now. Could we have done that last turn? Well, we can't quick shot for a card anymore, so we might as well just hero power in that case. that makes Yogg kind of awkward. That's pretty much the card we didn't want to see. Just give us a secret there. That would be pretty great, I think. Okay, so we quick shot that one. That's a given. Yeah, that's good enough. And we just let him do the attacks. He has to be careful about the secrets we've got here, because it could still be snakes. If it's snakes, he's pretty dead. So yeah, that worked. That worked. But he's running really low right now. Ooh, do we reduce? Do we just draw 1 card here? I don't think we can draw 1 card, but he just kills this. I don't like that. If he kills that, I would prefer to have to trade. Just exchanging the lock and load for 1 card seems really weak, though. I always hero power this turn, right? I always attack face. Then do I Hunter's Mark? I really don't want to. But if he buffs and then trades... we kill him in 3 turns. I can be a little more greedy here. So he has to trade, pretty much. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Sure. Oops. Well, he has to quickshot this now. Ooh, that's not a quickshot, friend. That is not a quickshot. And that is lethal. Alright. That's pretty nasty, friend. I'm sorry about that. But that's a pretty disgusting start. So, pretty happy about that. In each case, that was Secret Hunter. I do hope you enjoyed. I know I did. This has been surprisingly effective, despite my earlier attempts not turning out to be particularly great. Give the deck a try. It's remarkably fun to play. Could do with a little tuning, but I like where the deck's at right now. So that is it for today. Content will be a little slow this week because I'm pretty busy. So Won't see another video until the next wing's out, I think, but we might be able to squeeze one in. We'll have to see about that. In each case, if you have a suggestion on what deck to play, if you're looking towards the cards released in the next wing, please let me know. And as always, have a great day, and I will see you in a few days.